you ever imagined your life without social media, or have you tried exiting the social media space for some time, and what were the results? For those who are new here, my name is Grace. Thank you so much for clicking this channel, and today I just want to have a chit chat about what happened when I once deleted my social media. So in 2022, I had some major changes in my life, and kind of life came tumbling down, especially it was worse in 2023. Honestly, like I said in my previous video, I was literally fighting for my life. You know what I mean? Like, I was fighting to survive. That is what I can say. And as you're trying to find ways and make things work in your life, you'll find that most of the time social media will give a lot of pressure. And with a lot of free internet nowadays, you might find yourself scrolling on social media for a very long time. So one of the areas I really spent my life in was in Instagram, and guys, it really made my life miserable. Have been a Facebook girl for a long time. That's why I shared my views, my blogs and everything. That's why I used to have a lot of fun. I could post pictures and everything. And then now I discovered Instagram, and it was a lot of fun being on Instagram, learning new tricks. But now I got to a point where I started following people, and you see, when you're following people who are like celebs and everything, or your age mates, and you can see they are making it in life more than you, or not really more, you're not comparing, but you're wondering. Of course you're comparing, that is the truth. The social media will push you to a corner of comparing, and then you start validating people's life and you forget about your own life. Okay, so that moment you forget about your life, you are there wondering, where have you gone wrong, or what can you do to make your life better? So you constantly find yourself having a lot of pressure from social media. So given that some things may not work, things may not go the way you expect them to go, and in the process you might experience a lot of things. There are a lot of stress and pressure and everything, and if you're not keen, you will go down to depression because of just social media. So if you want to take control, at that point I wanted to take control of my life, especially my mental health, because I was not in a very good place and I really struggled. I was fighting to be productive and everything. So I decided, let me see, if I just get off social media for some time, where I can be out of people's world for a minute. Of course, could be no one is really following your life, but maybe things may be happening and it is no longer healthy for you to be there. So I decided, let me be first. I started by logging out of Facebook, and then after that I logged out on my personal account on Instagram and all that. And when I did that, actually I thought life would stop. So I'm here to tell you guys, it did not stop. I'm here today smiling better. And of course, I've gone back to my social media accounts, and I'm trying to see how I can be productive in them, because I realized if you just parade your life on Facebook, it might not be very good for you. So I decided, if I have to be on Facebook, I'm not sharing anything personal. I'll just share my blog, my podcast. I will share my YouTube and everything. I'm sorry if I could be using my FB following, because I'm no longer sharing my personal life, but I think it was a good decision for me. The same with Instagram. I started using my Instagram account to boost my journals, and it really worked. I sold so many from there, and also I used also my WhatsApp to sell them. So I realized you should stop using social media to give you a lot of pressure and everything. You can actually use social media to grow yourself and your career and your platform. That's what I'm here to say today, because some people will use it to troll people. Other people want to embarrass you while at it and everything, but it is a wave. It goes and it passes. It can be embarrassing, but it is just a wave. It will go away. You will not die, and if it is something you are going through, you will definitely go through it, and life will continue. Now, the good thing with life will always go on. So it doesn't matter what you do to me or what you do to anyone trolling them on social media, life will go on. It is up to you, the person who is being trolled on social media, to decide how much whatever is happening is going to to affect you. So for me, I chose not to be affected by that, and I chose to close that social media window for a while, and see what happens if I focus on building my life and what I want. And it really worked. But there are those stages which you go through when you go, you delete your social media basically. So I was off Instagram for some time, but Instagram, I have decided to use it as a useful tool for me. So when I logged out of my personal account, I built up a motivational page. I will be sharing the page here. But I was supposed to be posting videos and everything consistently, but because my mental health was in the dumps, I was not able to be consistent with that. But I believe I can still do that because I've taken time to think about everything and how I can build up. So I'm not here with a very big testimony of how I've grown my motivational channel and everything, but I'm here to just tell you that it is possible to detox yourself from social media. Just delete that app. For me, I deleted the Facebook app. I did not delete the Instagram, but I deactivated my personal account for a while, so I could not post. And also I made sure that on my motivational account, I was not following the people who are giving me pressure. And anytime if there is anyone who gives you pressure on social media, then you just need to mute them. Even on WhatsApp, by the way. WhatsApp status, I usually mute anyone who I feel we are not vibing. The vibes are not vibing. I usually mute you, and anytime you post, I don't see it. And if it was to affect me, trust me, if I don't see it, it will not affect. And rarely will you find me going to the muted videos and try to see what someone posted. No. So please, if you are those people who post things for people on your status, maybe you are muted and they might never see them. So be careful when you are doing that. Anyway, I'm not here to troll anyone or to talk about anyone. I just wanted to say, why did I close? So I felt clogged, a lot of pressure, and I also needed to jumpstart my creative mind. Now, after when I was done with my high school, I passed really well. And then I did some choices with my degree, and my last choice, which was studying education science, is what I was picked for. But deep down my heart, I knew I had a lot of potential in me. So I wanted to jumpstart my creative mind. When I was in my teaching career, classroom, nowadays I do a lot of tutoring, but I'm not in the classroom, whatever setting. So you see, when you are in a 9-to-5 job, you cannot have a space for being creative, honestly. And if you will be creative, you'll have to break the rules. You'll have to break the rules, and your administrator will not like it. It will not go down with them. And trust me, you might not survive. Okay? So when you're trying to be creative, you need to be in a quiet, calm space and everything. You need to be in that space where you can be creative, where you can think, where you can try things. And one thing I realized, when you're trying to be creative and try things, judgments really affects you. If you're living with your partner or your family or anyone who is very judgmental, they mess up your mind. And when your mind is messed up, it cannot be productive. So in the game of getting out of social media, now I started the work of managing my mental health and making sure that I'm focused in what I want. So because I knew that I had a lot of potential, and there was that course I was really interested in, and that was computer science. I wanted to do something computer. But now when I did my education course, I closed. It's like I shut my own. Of course, when I went to the campus, I tried to change to the course that I need. But unfortunately, I did not get. I think it was already full. But at least I tried. That's one thing I'm usually happy with. So when I was in my space and I wanted to be creative, one thing I was sure is it had to be around computers. Guys, it's not about singing, it's not about anything else. For me, it had to be about computers. So I started just watching videos. I started trying design and everything. So I really worked with Canva and Adobe and everything. So I did that, and in the process, I developed some curiosity. Always, even when I was working, I told my friend to set up a blog for me. So I was writing, and then I was struggling with understanding what is a plugin, what is this, what can I do with this dashboard. You see, when you are made for a website, unless you hire someone to manage it for you, you cannot, my friend. You are not able. You will not be able to manage it. So every end month or whenever you want to do something new, you'll always go back to that developer or the designer of the website. You tell them, I want to do this, and most of the time they'll not have time to put for you that WhatsApp icon. They will not be there for you to do these things, to connect your Facebook and everything. So I had to learn how to do those things, and it was not easy for me. So I signed up on some free Google courses, and also I did a lot of YouTube. I've learned the website thing by doing a lot of YouTube. So that's how I jump started my creativity. And in the process, I said, because I was working, but I was also going through some financial stress and everything. So I said, let me try doing, because I have internet, why can't I try doing YouTube and see how I can set up my own website? So that's what I did when I was off social media and no pressure and everything. I decided to explore the creativity in the technology area, and I studied how to make websites. So in 2023, I set up my blog. I have 2 blogs, so I did that. I started with, because I thought I was struggling with being creative because I was kind of stressed. So in the process of being stressed, I was not able to, I had to push myself to be productive. And you see, when you're used to being a 9 to 5, then you have to be productive by all means. When you cannot just wake up and lie around the whole day, you did not leave your work to come and stay idle. So I had to push myself to be productive amid stress and everything. And that's how I created my blog. And I said, when I don't have writing gigs or teaching gigs, then I can start working on my website. So I will link the website that I worked on at first, and I really learned a lot. So I did that for my first blog, and towards the end of the year I set up my business blog, because the first one was on productivity and mental health and everything. The articles were, they get some views but not as much as they are for business. So I decided I would love to do business, but how do I start? So I started learning about business by writing about it. So a lot was going on in my life, but the fact that I had 2 blogs to write about, it was a lot of work which I had to focus and be productive. So every day I will be happy that I've made the post for my blogs. I've worked on this area. You see, working on a website is continuous. It's continuous. You keep on seeing new things and you're improving. So I'll be sharing the journey of my websites, but I have done the blogs. And then my most recent development was me working on my tutoring website. I've been working on other tutoring sites and everything, and I realized if you market your tutoring business well, you can have clients. So I decided to have a platform apart from having the Google Business platform, a Google Business profile platform. Having a website really validates your portfolio and everything, and people can rely on you. You see, when you don't deliver, they will spam your website and it can be brought down. So having worked on my creative mind, honestly guys, I no longer woke up to be on Instagram unless I'm posting a video, and I no longer woke up to be on Facebook to see what is happening. And nowadays it has really shaped my social media journey, because I am no longer there for gossip or anything, to see what this socialite did. And one of the toxic apps that you can ever have, not really toxic, addictive app that you can have, is TikTok. So I try my best to avoid TikTok, guys. I tried to create some videos on productivity on my page, because I deleted my main page. I realized that some people just look for you and they come on your post and they just write stuff. So I deleted my personal account on TikTok and I brought up my business account, which is on productivity. There I could market my journal, I could market my classes, I could market my blogs and everything. So what am I saying? Deleting or detoxing yourself from social media is very good, but you cannot just leave a gap. Fill that gap with something else that you enjoy doing. If you are working, your 9 to 5 will keep you occupied. But for me, I set up websites, and now I have 3 of them. And guys, there is nothing that gives me joy like putting together a website and seeing it work. I did that as I was practicing that. I did one for my friend. Yeah, and I bought some hosting where I can host 100 websites. So I also host for people websites where you pay me monthly or yearly for the domain and the hosting, and then I'm in a position where I can design a website for you. So that's what came out of my creativity journey, and diverting from the pressure from social media and focusing on what I can actually become. Now, when you have a family, you realize that you cannot be there sitting pretty. You cannot be there doing nothing and not bring anything on the table. So being a person who was in a 9 to 5, now I had to figure out a way. So in my tutoring work and everything, at least I gather money to take care of the basics. But you see, my dream, guys, I quit my 9 to 5 because I have a dream of being in a space where I can build wealth, and also I want to be in a space where I am not controlled, because for me it was very frustrating to be frustrated by a fellow human being, yet I'm doing my best in my job. So I decided, I came and there was a lot of pressure from my spouse and my family. You need to get a job, you need to go back to work and everything, even today. And it really messes up my mind because I feel like these people don't understand me. But now I have to remain focused because there is what I want. So I have to remain focused. I have to close my ear and focus my ears and focus on my dream. Your dream can take forever. Not really forever. It can take 1 year, 2 years, 3 years to give fruits. But it is always good for you to give yourself grace and also let the people around you know, even if you're not churning out hundreds of thousands per month, at least you're meeting your basic needs and the needs of your family as much as you can, and you just focus on building this dream. Because trust me, every day you work on your creativity and thinking about the many ideas, you keep on learning the other things you can do. And you see, when you're employed, you might never. Trust me, you can't be a creative when you are in a schedule day to day, because you come at home and you're exhausted. Weekends, your family is there. They have a lot of demands, and guys, your mind is clogged. But when you are in a free space and you have a lot to do, then you can come up. So that's it, guys. For me, I tried deleting my socials and I created websites. For you, when you delete or you log out from and you delete the apps, what can it come from it? Because some people are not for IT or technology. It can be gardening, it can be creating YouTube videos, it can be anything. Okay, yeah. And I've been exploring a lot. The other day I set up a kids channel and I've been doing cartoons, and yeah, it has been a lot of fun. So the social media that I logged out of was Facebook and Instagram, and it was nice for me. I had to cling on YouTube because I make videos for this, and also I tried coming up with a theme page on Instagram, and it has been good. So nowadays when I go to Instagram, mostly I don't really follow people. I follow motivation, I follow creativity, cooking videos. I'm a fan of cooking, IT, how can you make better reels, how can you make better videos and everything. So it depends with what is the it for you. You can be good at knitting, you can be good at drawing, whatever boosts your creativity. Because I've realized if business is the success point for you, it will happen, but you have to have passion for it, something that you love. If creating content is what you love, it will make ways for you, because the Bible says that your gift will open doors for you. So don't give up on working on your craft. For me, I'm not giving up. Years are catching up with me, but trust me, by the time I'm 40, I want to be established in my craft, in what I do. I want, if it is my videos, if it is, I have a couple of years, friends, but by the time I get there, I want to be able to run my life and have some financial freedom, though it might not a lot, but who knows. Miracles and wonders and favor happens, but I don't want to be under someone. I usually resist a lot of temptations to go back to employment, but I am kind of employed because I do a lot of online gigs. Mostly you will tell me do this for me and then I charge for it and everything, but as I work on my craft also, I suffered a lot of imposter syndromes. Like, guys, apart from teaching, I didn't know I can do something else. So there are a lot of things I know how to do, but I've not put myself there because I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I can really give the results, but some of the things I do, people get surprised that I have done that. So I believe I can give services to these people. So my decision is to put myself out there and work on these things because I have brains. I'm a bright kid, I'm blessed and everything. So how will I appear before God if I have not utilized the brains that God gave me? So what I'm doing is I'm closing my ears to the noise and I'm focusing. It is very hard, guys, to focus because your people, family, they will give you pressure. Hey, I don't even want to think about it. People will talk and they don't know what is in your mind. But just focusing and working on your craft, trust me, in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you'll make mistakes, you'll fail, you will fall, but trust me, it will give you results. For as long as you focus to do on something, for as long as you focus on doing something, trust me, it will work. So that's it. So are you there? Would you like a website designed for you? So I have the domains and I will do the hosting and I will design it for you. And I have an offer, by the way. I want to design for someone an e-commerce website. I know it can cost you 60, 70,000, but me, I will discount it for you. So I'm specifically focusing on an e-commerce website. So comment down below if you'd like that offer. I'm also putting my email, my work email. You can send an email to me and let us discuss further. So thank you so much. Next, I want to showcase. I want to screen record the websites and show you how they are and how they are working. And also, it is your children are on holiday. You can hit me up through the same email, which I'm going to post. If you want your child given in online tutoring, I do physics and chemistry, and I have friends who will do English, Swahili, math for you. So hit me up. Also, you can book through my website. So I'm linking my 3 websites in the description. You can pick one of them. No, you can visit them, read the blogs. They are very good. And for the tutoring website, you can book a lesson through that. Or if you don't want to book through the website, there is a WhatsApp number there which you can hit me up on, or you can send me an email or for the professional website which I'm setting up. So that's it, guys. That's what happened when I deleted my socials and built websites instead. So ciao. Share this video with your friends. Let's learn together. Bye.